So I worked at this Greek restaurant, and we had an old lady, an old Greek lady who made our baklava. And everybody loves our baklava. How could you not? A homemade baklava. I don't really love baklava, but a homemade baklava, I'm down for. Mass produced, even some bakeries, I'm not into it. But baklava is not easy to make. We had somebody, an old lady, an old Greek lady, make baklava delicious. Well, she was old, so she wasn't going to last for a long time. So she is no longer with us. Well, now we're in a conundrum. We have conundrum. What do we do? No baklava. So I said, oh, we could find somebody to make a baklava. I mean, come on. Guess what's hard to find? Baklava in LA. Old Greek lady, word of mouth. How do we do it? We ran out of baklava. The people that would come to the restaurant were like, well, what do you mean you have no baklava? You're a Greek restaurant. What kind of Greek restaurant doesn't have baklava? Well, you know what? It's not the only dessert that Greeks make. We're not just famous for two things, gyros and baklava, lady. It's a travesty. I'm going on Yelp. The worst service in the world, and that manager was a fat fucker. He did not have no baklava. The woman died. We didn't have. Okay, so I was like, I will find it. My job is to find the perfect baklava. How perfect is that? What a great job. I spent 2 weeks traveling up and down the Los Angeles freeways, tasting baklavas to find, boom, 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 the perfect baklava. Now, Greek baklava is different. It's different than the Iranian or the Armenian is close, but we don't use pistachios. We basically use walnuts, and that's what I was looking for, a walnut baklava. Crazy. So I was looking specifically for walnut baklava. So I called, I Googled, I looked up and down. I found a place called the Baklava Factory. Anyhow, I called up, and a woman with a very heavy accent, could have been Greek, I wasn't sure, said, yes, we have the baklava. We make the baklava here. And I was like, bingo. I think I found our baklava place. And it was an hour away from where I live. So I was like, look, we'll go there, we'll work it out, we'll see what we could do. Maybe they deliver, I don't know, but I want to go there and talk to them in person because we weren't just going to buy one tray of baklava. We had a place at the Grove. I mean, this place we're talking hundreds. We were like the McDonald's of baklava. So, call Perry. So, I get in the car, I drive there, I show up to this little tiny bakery. Okay, so I walk into the baklava factory and it smells delicious. And there are, honest to God, hundreds of beautiful baklavas in their like display cases. I'm talking different shapes, sizes, square cut, triangular cut, round baklava, pistachio, pecan, walnut, hazelnut. I mean, baklava factory was perfect. And what I can only describe as Quasimodo behind the counter. She's like, are you the one that called for the baklava? I said, oh yeah, I am. Come, I'm going to give to you sample. You try the one you like, and you buy from me only. You make the baklava. I said, okay. And she wasn't, they definitely weren't Greek. So I needed to taste because, I don't want to taste rose water. I don't want to taste lavender. I don't want nothing against all the other baklavas in the universe. I don't want Persian. I don't want Armenian. I don't want Cypriot. I don't want Kikaku. I want Greek baklava. Okay. Maybe an orange blossom honey or a tint of a clove in the top, but I'm looking for Greek baklava, and I know what that is. So Quasimodo, gray hair and hump on her back. And she's trying very hard. You're going to try this baklava. This is the best baklava. So she's pulling out the baklavas, and I said, I only want walnut. You know me. I'm like, I only want walnut. Don't try. But I was like, hazelnut. I love hazelnuts. I've never thought of a baklava with hazelnuts. Every baklava I taste, you just want to love. Every baklava I tasted, honestly, melted in my mouth. It was, and like I said, I'm not the biggest baklava fan. It was delicious. It was delicious. So I said, Quasimodo, do you have walnut baklava? I have it a walnut. And she pulls out 2 trays. It looked like the old Greek ladies. And it was cut in a triangle. There was a clove in the top. So she said, try this one. So I pick it up. It was delicious. It's very hard, and I'm a very critical baklava person. The middle has to be chewy and gooey, but have a crunch with the nut, and the flaky filo top and bottom has to crisp but not break. I can't explain it. I want the clove in there, but I don't want to taste clove. Maybe the clove went like this above the baklava, but it's not overpacked. So I simply said, innocently, as I'm scarfing baklava, I said, so do you make this baklava? This is your recipe? And she says, no, I have somebody make the baklava. And I said, oh, is it made here on the premises? Like, is there, because I'm thinking, can I cut out this person now, go right to the factory? No, we make it back there. That is where we make it baklava. And I said, oh, okay. So who makes the baklava? And then it turned into a gay love story. There was the counter, Quasimodo, and a wall with like a doorway that had no door on it. It had a doily hanging. Beautiful. Very, very European, Greek bakery type looking thing. A doily was hanging. And I look up, because she's pointing to the back, and I see a hand reach around the doily. And right away, I'm attracted to whoever this person is because they have sausage fingers, hairy-knuckled sausage fingers. And he reaches around. He reaches around and he pulls the curtain back, revealing the most stunning Middle Eastern man, dark hair, curly, crystal, like light brown eyes, eyelashes that it looks like he took Vaseline on them, long and wet, and he's batting his eyelashes. He's got full pouty, he's the most beautiful man I've ever seen in my life. So he reaches the sausage fingers around the doily, and he goes, I make it the baklava. I died. I don't know what happened to me. I became a Victorian woman and I clutched what I can only say were fake pearls. Like, what? I make it the baklava. Oh my God. I stuttered. I started stuttering. You? You make the baklava? I make it the baklava. Okay, forget it. I died. Now, I don't want the baklava. I want this guy. Did you see the postman always rings twice when they had the flour all over in the bakery and Jack Nicholson throws Jessica Lange down and she takes flour? That was going through my head, right? Oh my God. I said, it's the most delicious baklava I've ever eaten in my life. And he goes, thank you. And then he disappears behind the curtain. Now I'm agog, right? I'm like, is there any way I could go back there and talk to the man who makes the baklava? And Quasimodo goes, that is my husband. What? You mean to tell me the Greek god statue of Adonis is married to the woman in the bell tower? What? And that's when every pot's got a lid went through my head. What? Every pot's got a lid. Every pot truly has a lid.